Also, this Fox News alert: New York City Mayor Eric Adams will officially be a one-term mayor of New York City. He ended his re-election bid today amid lagging poll numbers and dried up funding. Senior correspondent Eric Shawn has details live from New York City. Eric.
Hello, John. Well, the Stop Zohran Mamdani movement got a big boost today. Incumbent New York City Mayor Eric Adams dropping out of the mayoral race, and this could clear the way for essentially a two-man matchup that experts say is the only way to try and derail Mamdani, who is the Democratic Socialist. Adams, who many thought held lots of promise when he took office, is a former police officer and public official. But those hopes were dashed by corruption charges and other issues. He decided to quit the contest because of his low poll numbers and lack of campaign funds. He has been placing fourth in the race. Even though he cut crime, handled the migrant crisis, and was dealt other challenges, his record was not enough, it seems, to overcome his unpopularity after the criminal case against him was dropped by the Trump administration. Despite the speculation, though, both Adams and the president denied they had made a deal.
Despite all we've achieved, I cannot continue my re-election campaign. The constant media speculation about my future and the Campaign Finance Board's decision to withhold millions of dollars have undermined my ability to raise the funds needed for a serious campaign.
Is making that announcement on the steps in Gracie Mansion with his mother by his side, a photograph. This leaves Mamdani facing former Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is running as a moderate against the far-left socialist. Mamdani reacted to Adams dropping out of the race by saying, quote, "Donald Trump and his billionaire donors might be able to determine Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo's actions, but they will not dictate the results of this election. New York deserves better than trading in one disgraced, corrupt politician for another." Cuomo, you may remember, resigned from the State House 4 years ago following sexual harassment allegations against him. Well, he's been trying to make a comeback. He said Adams has much to be proud in his record, also saying, quote, this: "We face destructive extremist forces that would devastate our city through incompetence or ignorance, but it is not too late to stop them." The Republican candidate is Curtis Sliwa. Sliwa, the founder of the Guardian Angels, longtime radio host and well-known conservative activist. He has been placing third in the race. His campaign vowed that he will press on and stay, saying, quote, "Curtis Sliwa is the only candidate who can defeat Mamdani. We have the best solutions to help working people afford to stay in New York City and feel safe." Well, in his address from Gracie Mansion, Adams warned about extremism that's growing in our politics. He said that insidious forces are being used to advance divisive agendas, and he attacked what he said are those whose answer is to, quote, "destroy the very systems we built together over generations." Those comments seen as a clear shot at Mamdani without naming him. Mamdani, by the way, has been leading the race by nearly 20 points, but, John, that could now change as it essentially is a three-man race, and we'll see how it goes to see if any of that support of Adams goes to either Cuomo or to Curtis Sliwa.
Yeah, it is a fascinating election here in New York City. Eric Shawn, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.